Water is an important natural resource and a finite resource that needs protection, conservation, and our reservoirs for the long term benefit of humankind. Water can be a source of peace, conflict, as well as prosperity. Access to drinking water is a human right. There is an urgent need to work together to protect and conserve our most precious resource. Cooperation on water paves the way for cooperation on all shared challenges. We must use water as a tool to create a more peaceful and prosperous world for all. The water-related impacts of climate change are worsening, and a growing global population is placing increasing demand on this finite resource. Within many countries, people's access to safe drinking water is unevenly and unfairly distributed. Between countries, the widespread lack of transboundary cooperation on shared river water resources pose a risk to the quality and quantity of water supplies and therefore threatens social and international economic and geopolitical stability. The inability of the government to provide basic water services can lead to delegitimization of state institutions and ignite social interest from the perspective of food insecurity, high unemployment, and internal migration. Water can be a trigger when interests of different water users, including states and provinces, clash and are perceived as inconciliable, or when water quantity or quality decreases that may affect human and ecosystem health. Water can be a weapon during armed conflicts used by both state and non-state actors as a means to gain or maintain control over territory and populations, or as means to pressurize opponent groups. Water can be a serious casualty of conflict when water resources, water systems, or utility employees are intentional or accidental casualties or targets of violence. Attacks on civilian infrastructure, including water system, pose serious health and environmental risk and violate international humanitarian laws. Over time, there have been many more incidents of cooperation than conflict over water, but there is much more to do for all of us. We must act upon the realization that water is not only a resource to be used and competed over, but it's a human right intrinsic to every aspect of our life on this planet. At the local and national level, different water users, particularly water and sanitation utilities, energy, food and industry, must cooperate through an integrated water resource management approach and promote a circular economy that fulfills people's human rights. At the basic level, countries should develop agreements and set up institutions to peacefully manage water resources that cross international borders. Government should cooperate on transboundary water bilaterally, regionally, or globally, for example, through signing up to and implementing the United Nations Water Convention and Water Courses Convention. Working together on water across borders and sectors will accelerate progress across sustainable development goals, enhancing food security, sustaining healthy livelihoods and ecosystem, helping to build resilience to climate change and global warming, contributing to disaster risk reduction, providing renewable energy, supporting cities, towns, villages, and our industry and agriculture for regional integration and peace. Last but not the least, it is significantly important to protect water for the conservation of biodiversity, forest, our natural resources, environment and ecosystem. Without water, life is indeed impeded on this planet, which is prizedly possessed by all of humanity as one of the greatest wonders of the entire solar system that supports and sustains life. Unless we take measures in our hand and work towards cooperation, coordination, communication and collaboration among nations and among citizens across boundaries and international borders, conflict with water can result in disastrous consequences. On the other hand, such cooperation and collaborations could bring about economic prosperity, because water is not only a source of maintaining the sustenance of our ecosystem, but it is also our economy builder through supply to our agriculture, industry, domestic and industrial uses, and also serving as a transportation method for our goods and oil and various other resources, as well as people from one region or one country to another, or from one continent